Hi everyone and welcome to Pal to Tech. Today we are talking about the display on your Fujifilm camera. I'll be using an X-T4 camera, but you'll find that many of my tips will work in other Fujifilm cameras as well. On my Fujifilm camera, Auto-Rotate Display is set to on. This allows for the text that's on the screen to correctly orientate depending upon how I'm holding the camera. So when you're looking at the information on the screen, obviously if you're holding the camera like this, it looks fine. What happens when you flip it, right? Have a look at that. Now you gotta go like this, right, to be able to see it. We don't want that. We're better than that. Let's fix this problem. Go into the wrench, go into screen setup, scroll down to the bottom of page 1 and turn that thing on. So now when I go to turn the camera, have a look at that. You see that? It orientates itself perfectly. Speaking of auto-rotate, you can also do the same thing with playback. Okay, if I take a picture like this, hey. Okay, great. Now if I go to play it back and I press the button, if I don't do anything, it looks like this, see? I have to turn the camera to be able to see it in the right orientation. However, if I go into screen setup, auto-rotate playback. If I turn that on, now if I go to look at the picture, see how it displays? I can just continue holding the camera this way. I don't have to keep doing this. The very next thing I do is turn on my framing guidelines. To turn the grid on, it's very easy. You go to screen setup, scroll down, framing guideline. You have grid 9, grid 24, HD framing. You have to do more than just turn that on there. You also have to enable it. Go back into the menu, under screen setup, scroll down to where it says DISP custom setting, and make sure that framing guideline has a check in it. Now, have a look. You see it? You see the lines right there? This is what 24 looks like. Too many squares, too many lines in this one. Next, to save battery power and also my sanity, I have set my image display to be off. The camera has an ability to display the image that you just took as soon as you're finished taking it. If I take a picture right now, there, see that? It's displaying it, and then it goes away. So what I do is I go into my settings, wrench, screen setup, image display, and I turn that off. That's the first thing I do. The second thing I do, I press and hold down the DISP back button right here for a few seconds. Then what I'm going to do is assign the front button. You see this one right here? What I do is I assign that to playback. So when I want to review it, it's great because I'm holding the camera like this. I take my finger, boom, I hit the button and the image appears. Next, although I always shoot in RAW and JPEG, I always set my camera so that preview exposure and white balance in manual mode is always on for both of them. This is actually a much bigger topic and needs its own dedicated video, but for now I recommend that you keep this setting to both exposure and white balance just like I showed you. Let's give the DISP back button some love. The DISP back button cycles through 3 different views. The first view is the default view when you have the camera on and you can see the information on the screen and all that kind of thing. Now, when you press the button and get the second view, it's just clear. It removes all the clutter. And when you press the button again, and here you have all kinds of information about the photo. 3 different views and a really easy way to cycle through them. Now, there's a really weird quirk or bug in the Fujifilm camera with this. Let me show you. If you have it set to, if you go into screen setup and you set it so that they're large indicators mode, and you turn it to on, okay? When I go to press the DISP back button to clear all the clutter out of the way, watch what happens. Nothing. That's a bug as far as I'm concerned. If I press it again, I get all my details. If I press it again, I get the default screen. If I press it again, it removes the grid lines, but it keeps all the other clutter there. It doesn't do that if you have large indicators mode turned off. Here it is. See that? Now they're gone. I hope Fujifilm fixes that in a firmware update so that if you have large indicators on, but you decide you want to press the DISP back button to clear all the clutter, that it, clears all the clutter. Now I mentioned that there are 3 different views with the DISP back button. There's actually a 4th view, which leads me to my next tip. Now, when you've set your camera to manual focus and then you toggle through the DISP back button, you get a 4th additional display choice called dual display view. So it's two screens inside of one. You see that? One of them is basically the viewfinder view. It's the frame. It's what you're shooting, right? As if you were looking through the viewfinder. The other one is a 100% zoomed in view so that you can better check focus. Okay, so I've got Gear Iguana right here. I've got this video switcher here and a monitor right there. That's my entire shot. You see that? That's my entire shot. I can move the little stick. See that? I want to be sure that Gear Iguana is in focus. There we go. The other thing I can do is change my focus tool by pressing and holding down the command dial. Check this out. See that? It changes it. Press it again, hold it down. Press it again, hold it down. Press it again, hold it. There it is. Focus, peak, highlight. That's the best indicator to show you what's in focus. So now you see the red part is in focus. If I want to like there, and then I turn this to here, you see that? Whatever is in red is in focus. And this is a great way to check your focus when you're shooting in manual mode. Now, the other thing you can do is you can flip-flop these. Let me show you. Go into the menu, go into screen setup, dual display setting. Do you see that? So right now I have it, the right is the frame, the left is the focus. I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna go the right is the focus, the left is the frame. Now have a look at that. This may actually be better for you. Now you can frame it just like that, but you can then take the joystick and kind of move. You see what I'm doing? Okay, next up on the list. Who out there belongs to the really crappy eye club, right? Okay. If you want to be able to see the indicators a little bit better, if you go into your menu, you go into screen setup, have a look at this, information contrast adjust. I like to put it in high contrast. See that? It makes it so that it just looks a little bit easier to see. Well, that's about all for today. No, you know what? Let's do one more. There is also a hidden electronic level that not only shows side-to-side access, but also front-to-back pitch access as well. Really? Yeah! Good stuff here. Let me show you where it is. First, go into DISP custom setting and make sure that electronic level is ticked. Next, all you need to do is hold down DISP back button for a few seconds until you get the customization screen, then pick something to customize and look in the menu, electronic level. You see that in this menu here? I've just assigned electronic menu using the DISP back button. Now, if I go to do that, look at this super level. It's doing roll and pitch. Okay, let me try and get it. Whoops. Alrighty then. Whoop. No, there it is. Oh, wait. Up, there. Oh, there it is. I got it. Yes. Awesome. How cool is that, right? I've got more gear reviews coming, and we have a Capture One lesson number 4 in production. You know, it takes a long time to do these videos. I can't crank them out every few days. They're long and they're involved, but it's coming. Lesson number 4 is coming. And of course, more Fujifilm photography and video tutorials. It's starting to get really busy around here lately. Lots to do, especially next week. But I'm gonna get out of here now and enjoy the weekend first. You also have a great weekend. Take some great photos, and I will see you again really soon. Take care.